He is ready.
Prince Clown himself. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we brought on the spookiest guest we could find for this special Halloween edition of Strikeout Beer.
Don't tear me with a good time. Don't tear me with a good time, Amy. That might be one of the Rapid Dave thing where I just shovel all.
We can make that happen. Get your dollars, nickels, pennies, quarters, dimes, 5s, 10s, 20s. Get them together. Welcome to the main stage, Mr. Killahclownz.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, dude? I love the get up. It's still seriously one of my favorite things.
How's everybody?
We're doing good, man. How you doing tonight?
Good, man. Kind of nervous. My first podcast, so you know how it goes.
I wouldn't worry about it. You're a live streamer. You stream live for multiple hours, about every day, right?
Yep. About 4 times a week, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is that? You know, it's an easy transition. The problem, I guess the difference is we're going to be firing some really hard, just tough questions.
Yeah.
A lot of brushback pitches.
I'm just going to come out hot right out of the gates. Pie or cake?
Depends on what it is, I guess.
You got to pick one.
Pick one.
I would say pie.
Pie? Okay. Yes. And what's that number one pie right there?
Key lime or a good lemon, not meringue, but the
hit the exit music.
So it's been fun talking to you, but as soon as you say key lime, we're done. Like,
well, I'm a more of a cheesecake kind of guy. My wife makes a really good homemade cheesecake, and that's probably my favorite. So, but I don't know if you consider that a pie or a cake. So,
it's been argued both, but everybody now is on the board with it's technically a pie because it has crust and filling.
Or is it a quiche?
A quiche? No,
yeah,
it's not a quiche.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
Look it up.
Oh my God! I first met Killa on Facebook Gaming. That's the first place that we came across one another. Now, that was over a year ago. When did you start streaming?
The end of November last year is when I started.
Okay. Now, because we met I think before November, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, everybody knows I've told the story a lot. I follow probably the guy that got me into streaming, Nico, is who I followed a lot. But you and Ryan, I caught your guys' streams, and just the just the funniness and camaraderie you guys have, and joking and carrying on was huge, and that's why I hung around.
Well, good. Glad to hear it. Now let's go back to what started. Like, what gaming system? What got you into gaming?
So I've always been into computers, and ever since I started gaming, I mean, I've had the Ataris and Nintendos and PlayStation 1s and so forth, but I've always liked computers. Probably the first game I actually thought about this a little bit today. The first game that I probably played online was Microsoft Golf, and played with a bunch of friends, met a bunch of people through it, and started really playing first-person shooters probably with Battlefield 1942. Played the Desert Storm pack. We had a little clan. We did some ladder matches. I don't know if anybody remembers ladder matches. That was a ranking system back in the day. Played a lot of Counter-Strike Source, ranked matches with that, and probably 10 years of my life World of Warcraft. So
nice.
All right. Yeah. That was the MMOP. There's something I never got into.
Those MMORPG or MM something. Yeah, massive multiplayer online role player.
Yeah, that was something I never got into those. Just because I didn't have the PC, and it was mostly your EverQuest and your World of Warcraft on those.
Right.
See, when I started, I had an old computer where I was playing like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. That's how old, like when I started PC gaming. Yeah. And then Doom was a big deal. Yeah. When that came out, I was like 12, I guess, or whatever. And my dad had it, or maybe it was just installed on all these computers. I have no idea. But he had it, and I played it. And I was like, this is awesome. I love it. I want to go back and play Doom and re-download it and have some fun with it. But yeah, so you're more of a PC guy.
Yeah, I've always been. I mean, I've got a PS4 right now. My kids got a Nintendo Switch. My wife's got a Nintendo Switch. But the majority of my gaming has been PC, and that's just what I stuck with.
Nice.
Okay. So where does the Killahclownz persona come from?
Really just something that just came in my head one night. When I was gonna get into streaming, before I changed to Killahclownz, my name was Atomic. And I'm like, it's not really there's a bunch of atomics out there, so I need something funny and unique. And I kind of like scary Halloween type kind of stuff. And I'm like, Killahclownz sounds pretty cool. And it just ran from there and hadn't never looked back.
Nice.
Sweet. Now I know right now you're on a drive to reach 4K followers.
Yes.
Right now. And last I looked, you were 6 away.
No, I am actually 17, I believe. Let me double check.
Oh,
you got some wrong numbers over there.
Did I get some bad numbers?
You're a terrible host.
Yeah, I'm at 3982 right now, so 18 away.
Okay,
nice. So you got a big extravaganza coming up for the 4K?
Yeah, we're gonna be giving away some V-Buck cards. I've got some 1,000 V-Buck cards, some 5,000 V-Buck cards, 2,800 V-Buck cards. So we're gonna give all that away at 4K. We did a birthday stream last month for September. I turned 50. We gave away a PS5.
Dude, I saw that. It was awesome.
That kid was happy.
Yeah. It turned out to be one of my mods kids too that won it. So
I think that makes it better. Seriously,
right.
Someone that spends a lot of time, because mods, they do a lot of work. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work to be a mod. There's a lot of dedication. And if you get a good one, it's just fantastic, right? Because they're there for you. They got your back. And I think there's nothing better than, no one can find a PS5, but not only that, you gave one to one of their kids. You know what I mean? I think that's awesome.
My mods are great. It was actually one of my mods that found the PS5 for us. It took us about 3 weeks to get it. She kept in contact with me and my wife, and we actually found the Walmart would put them out like 10 at a time every hour for like 5 hours. And we were back and forth trying to grab one, and she finally snatched one up. And it was just out of the blue. So
that's so awesome.
That's awesome. So guys, if you're in here and you don't follow Killahclownz right now,
do it on Facebook.
Jump over to Facebook right now and do that. If you could share that link in there for us, Francis, I'd appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
So we can go. Let's see what we can do to get this man up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's push that up there a little bit.
He's a man for the community. Big supporter of SHS. He has his own community as well, but he plays a massive part for SHS as well. We love having him around. Seriously, he's when you meet good people like you, man, it definitely resonates, and it makes you like, oh man, the world is a good place, right?
Yeah, that's why I do it, and I've got a great little community that comes in every single stream, man. And like we've been pushing to get subs and stuff like that, but subs is just a thing, If I got my 15, 20 people in there that every stream that come in there, every single stream and play games with us, then I am perfectly happy with that. That's what it's all about to me.
Yeah, and you're another streamer that has a full-time job. You work full-time, right?
Yeah, I work full-time Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. 7 to 3, something like that.
Yeah, that's just. A lot of people that I know that they do work. They have full-time jobs and they do this as a side gig or whatever. And I say it to everybody else. Nothing. If you ain't got a wife or if your wife or husband is not on board with it, you're not going to be successful. And every time I go into your stream, your wife is right there in there.
Yeah, she's a huge part of my stream. She's been there with me. She's actually just started playing Fortnite about 2-3 months ago and loves it now. But she's in my stream every single night. So, yep.
All right, we got Lee in here, old V-Bucks. I live 3 miles away from Epic headquarters. There's so much Fortnite here. Fortnite Brewing is 3 blocks from him.
Fortnite Brewing. We might have to look into that.
You need to come out to North Carolina and do a live stream for both. We might have to see what we can do about that.
I do have my Stormtrooper shirt on for Rapid Dave there.
There we go.
That was one of the things when I used to go live or whatever. You would see my whole entire backdrop. Well, I have a lot of it cut off now, but now they're obviously they're covered up. But yeah, dude, I love my helmets, and I print out these. We were talking the other day. I printed out those lightsaber hilts. So I got another one printing right now, and I am a dork when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And look, Brandon, you need to look at a place called Spirit Halloween. They've got a store here in Baton Rouge, but they sell their Funkos for like $5.49 a piece.
Ooh, they sell for like $12.99 there.
Yeah, so I just
love
ordered a bunch of Fortnite Funkos. I'm like, I got to tell Rapid Dave about this because he loves Funkos. So yeah, get on Spirit Halloween and look at their stuff. They sell them really cheap.
I might have to go on their website then, because I know when I go to the stores, they're a little bit more pricey here. And now I love Spirit Halloween. Like as soon as they set up, I'll go into the store. We're big Halloween people here, but I have maybe a handful of Fortnite ones. And Alan bought a bunch, and that's what made me. They were on sale like Walmart or something. So I was like, oh, let me go grab some.
Yeah, found the Peely and had to get the Peely, and then I think it was Bash that I found like for like $4 or something like that. I mean, it was something ridiculous. But yeah.
So are you still streaming on Facebook and Twitch, or have you redirected back to Facebook?
I've mainly Facebook. I've streamed a couple of times on Twitch in the past couple of months. But my community is so strong on Facebook that I hate to just abandon that, you know. But you know, I love Facebook to death. They have a bunch of issues right now. I think you know, if they can ever get that fixed, the reach potential for Facebook is so much better. In my opinion, and these dogs are going to act up. Hang on just a second, guys.
It happens, man. You know, every time we have someone on, there's dogs barking in the background.
Yeah, just my opinion. I think the reach potential through Facebook is so much better than it is anywhere else, just because of the Facebook. You know, there's a lot more people out there, and I really like Twitch, man. The sound alerts I love. My guys love playing sound alerts, but I just can't abandon what I've already done on Facebook. You know,
I hear you. You know, Twitch is something, but people who are on Twitch are there to watch streamers and stuff like that. If you're on Facebook, it's got built-in. It's social media. It was social media first. That's what it is. And they incorporated gaming, or the gaming portion of it. Didn't they take over when what was it? The Xbox streaming service went down.
Yeah, the I can't remember what it was now.
What is it, Francis?
Mixer.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you really thought that was going to help them, but they pushed Mixer streamers so much that it kind of pushed everybody else off. But something else that I've always noticed is, you know, you look at the viewers per game and things like that. You definitely, you know, and you're a Fortnite sweat. You're Fortnite and all the time, and you were just beating I don't know. Can I say pistol whipping? I was going to say the other P word.
Yeah, you can't say that word. We're trying to keep it.
I don't know about a sweat. I've gotten better since I've started playing, but I don't know about sweaty. So,
I mean, I've seen you own some guys. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you definitely have one of the more entertaining streams. Your community's fantastic. Now, you did join a competitive esports team recently.
Yep.
You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So Pulsate Gaming, I'm a part of, as an esports team that Nico started. And I'm just simply a content creator for those guys. He's got competitive players for him. He's got content creators like myself, Destro, Travert, Shelby Plays. There's some others that are just plain content creators. So it's just getting off the ground. It's kind of going slow right now. He's trying to get, you know, things worked out with it and get it started. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing.
And he's obviously a well-known Facebook streamer. Like Nico is one of the coolest dudes you've ever watched.
I'm surprised he can play without the opposable thumbs.
Well, he's not a dog.
He's not a dog. Wait a minute, what? I'm floored here. Like you're destroying my whole world right now.
Oh my god.
Oh man, Francis, I need that bottle opener back, buddy.
But one of I came across him a while back, and you know, he's so much fun to watch, and he's got such a fun community, and he knows how to handle anything that's thrown at him as far as requests or trolls and things like that. He does such a great job, and you know, I think it's awesome what he's built as well. And you guys definitely, everybody from Pulsate seems to really jive together and get along, play well with one another. It's good stuff.
So let me ask you this real quick, Killa.
Sure.
What's the difference between the content creator and the competitive player?
So the competitive guys, a lot of these guys are on Twitch, but there's a couple on Facebook. They're going to do, you know, the paid tournaments and stuff like that. Something that I'm way not good enough to do. Like Hype Cup stuff. There's a bunch of, you know, Fortnite tournaments that those guys are going to do, and I'll probably do some of that stuff. But I'm sticking mainly to just content creator and just trying to, you know, run my stream.
Okay,
and
so that's basic streaming then. Okay.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's one of the things that turned me on with Nico is is he plays with his community every single stream, and I'm like, dude, man, that's just thinking to myself, that's kind of what I want, and um, I've always been the type of player that I like playing games with people and having somebody to talk to. I don't, playing by myself and stuff like that just gets boring. So I'm like, that's what I want to do, man. And I've just, gone from there. And I love my community so much. They always come in and we play games together and we have a good time together and, shoot shit and just have a good time.
It's something that he is definitely perfected,
Mhm.
along with you as well. When you have people jumping into play, you know how to kind of corral them. They already have their expectations set, and then
Right.
when it's you've perfected the dismount. All right, well, we'll see you next time, and then kick. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it keeps it moving. It doesn't, it doesn't bog down. And you have the it's an exclamation play or something like that you have built in where you go into the queue or something, right?
I do have the it's called one second. Yes, Amy, I can see your comments. Anyway, Noxbot is a Facebook bot, kind of like the bot for Nightbot for Twitch.
Mhm.
So yeah, they can put in exclamation play in my chat. It'll put them in a queue. And we usually do like 2 games a piece for each squad, and then move on to the next.
Yeah, I mean, 2 games I think is pretty decent time,
Yeah.
and I think it keeps it moving as well. And now, so you play 4 to 5 nights a week. How long did you say you play each stream? Like 4 hours, 3 hours?
About 4 hours, from about five to 9 is a lot of times go over 9 just because we're having fun. But yeah, 5 to 9 are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sunday morning, I get on around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I've got a lot of followers and stuff from the UK. So Sunday mornings, when it's 10 or 11 my time, it's 5 or 6 their time. Their kids come on and play the first few games. When I've got a bunch of them that's got small kids. I've got a little 9.5-year-old girl that's actually blind and can't see that plays Fortnite. Her mom or her dad moves the controls for her and she shoots the gun. I've got another one, one of my Ma's sons, this 5.5 years old that plays and absolutely is in love with my wife and wants to marry her. But yeah, we have really, really good time on Sundays.
That's amazing. It really is. And you put in that much effort. Now, with doing it 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week for that long, have you felt the burn yet? Have you been burnt out where you need to reset a little bit?
A little bit, but not a whole lot. The week of my birthday, I streamed for the entire week that week. And at the end of it, I'm telling my wife, I'm like, I don't know that I could do this every day like some of these guys do, because it wore me out. It was tiring. But I don't think I'm burnt out. I enjoy it too much,
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. I mean, some people keep playing. And, I was that way for like, I just wanted to keep going.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try this. And then, boy, something else took over. And now I'm playing something else or whatever. It's all right.
and there may be a time where I do play another game, but right now I'm enjoying Fortnite.
Hey, as long as you're enjoying it, because if you're not having fun, the people that are watching can tell. And I don't think there's a bigger turnoff than watching someone that is just grumpy or in a bad mood or not enjoying what they're doing.
If I ever got that way, I wouldn't do it anymore.
I hear you.
See, I was playing Destroy All Humans. What was it, like last week? And I was just stuck on this mission and I just kept dying. And I just said, you know what, guys, I'm done for the night. We'll see you later. Like, it just got to a point where it was just like nothing I was doing was working. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done. It's been fun. I know I've only been on for 35 minutes, but yeah, I just can't do this.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So tomorrow I am actually going back to that. I am playing a different game tomorrow. I'm doing a quad co-stream with 3 other streamers, and we're going to do 3 hours of Fortnite. Then we're going to do a Phasmophobia kind of scary game. So okay. I've never played it. I went in there a little bit and just kind of looked around at the game a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Bro, the people have been trying to get me to play that game forever, and I'm the biggest chicken there is. And I'm like, nah. And they're like, well, you can't do it during the day either. Because I did. I was like, oh, maybe I'll play it like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And they give me crap. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing it. I'm a chicken. I am a massive chicken. And it's just how it goes.
That stuff usually doesn't scare me, but we'll see. I mean, I've seen, grown men scream at the game. So
we need to get you you need to have one of those heart monitors going on the screen. You know what I mean? Because everybody can play it cool. But that heart monitor don't lie.
Right.
So tell me, all time, from the beginning of your start of your gaming life to now, what's your absolute favorite game, either all time, or you can break it down as like a kid, teenager, an adult, or whatever. But what's your favorite all time game to play?
I have to go with World of Warcraft, man. I had, I mean, I played it for like 10 years. Had met a lot of really good people on there. Had a great time on there. But the game is just very, very, with all the stuff intertwined within the game, is questing and raiding dungeons and doing this is so time consuming. I just said I can't do it anymore. But probably that's my favorite game.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, right? It's an alternate, universe or whatever. You get submerged in this game, and it just takes over a whole nother level. People go to these things to be something else. They play this game so long so they can, transform mentally into something else, and they're in another world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all the people that you meet when you're playing it too. Like,
yeah.
That's the cool thing about it. And I picked up a lot with playing. For me, I was a big Halo player and played a lot of Halo online. And like the amount of people I met playing Halo online, and there's people I played with for years that I never met, but I would consider them all good friends. And that's kind of how things have started since the pandemic and since I started playing online again and things like that. There's a lot of these people that I've met and through SHS and things like that I've spent a lot of time with them, but I couldn't tell you what they look like. Some of them.
Well, no,
because,
and that's probably playing Fortnite is probably the first time that I've ever met and had relationships with people from so far away. I mean, I've got a lady from Australia that comes in my stream all the time. It's Shree. She's awesome. I've got several from the UK. I get somebody pop up in there and say hello from Tokyo or whatever. I'm like, how the hell did you find me?
All right, so Sherry's coming in, and I think this is something that could be doable if you have like another camera or something like that, or maybe you can sync your Apple Watch up with your stream, somehow show it, or you know what I mean. There's a way to do it.
I have seen another streamer, Tosh, when she does her horror stream, she does have a heartbeat monitor on her stream so I don't know how to do that. I guess I could probably get with her.
What's up, Darren? How you doing, pal? Yeah, Tosh FN, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I ran into her a long time ago. Same with Newt and whatnot. I mean, those are like some of the first people that I came in contact with streaming, and I was like, oh, okay. But then your community expands, the people you realize and meet and everything like that, they all expand, and yeah, I'm glad that they're still streaming though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. All right, we're going to hit you with another one of those hard hitting questions. Okay. If you could live inside of any video game world, which one would it be and why?
Oh,
that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. God, man.
Because most of them you're going to die in. So, everything's trying to kill you.
If you suck at the game, right? I mean, but if you're good at it, you should be all right.
I mean,
has to be an open map.
Fortnite would be great, but my building skills in Fortnite aren't that great, so they probably wouldn't be that great in real life either. I would have to go back to World of Warcraft, man. I mean, it's so submersive and just the things within the game. It's I don't know.
Definitely not Dead by Daylight. No. No, wouldn't be that. What was that old computer game from way back to when it was something like a Pinstripe Pete or something like that, or Leisure Suit Larry?
Leisure Suit Larry. That's awesome. Sherry's coming in. There was a guy from San Francisco airport to meet us. He came to San Francisco airport to meet you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you had Lobster Guy from Chicago. Was your golfing buddy?
So when I played Microsoft Golf, I met a guy. His name was Bob. And back then I was probably in my early 20s, something like that. And he was in his 50s. And he owned a seafood restaurant just outside of Chicago in a little suburb out of Chicago. And he used to send me lobster tails and steaks and everything. Yeah, a really good guy.
Yeah,
we met some interesting people, over the internet.
That's awesome.
The internet,
gaming.
That is great. So, any games you're looking to add to the rotation, or we just?
I'm looking at Battlefield, the new Battlefield that's just come out. I've always been a Battlefield fan. I've played, like I said, that was probably one of my first real hard first-person shooter games, Battlefield 1942. And I played all the rest of them. Not didn't stream any of them, but played all of them as well. The only bad thing about with computer games like that, especially PC, is the freaking hackers, man. They can put out something to keep them out, and the next day they're right back in there, and that's what kind of turned me away from all that a long time ago. With Fortnite, you don't really see it a whole lot like you do those games, but yeah, I'm looking. Of course, Warzone. I've always been wanting to play Warzone. I don't know anything about Warzone. I've been in there a couple times, but I've had some guys come, ask me to play with them, and they teach me to get around. But the Battlefield game looks really interesting to me, the new one.
We were actually talking about that game the other day.
We were. Francis brought it up.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you guys gonna play the new Battlefield? We're like, do we play the old one?
Hey, you can play the beta right now. I've watched a couple of streamers on Twitch playing the beta. It looks pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you got coming up? And you've got the quad stream coming up tomorrow, where you're streaming with 3 other guys. And any other events coming up?
We're gonna do towards the end of November. I can't remember the exact date that I started streaming, but sometime towards the end of November, we're gonna do our 1-year anniversary stream. We're gonna do a big giveaway there. I hadn't figured it out yet. It's not gonna be as big as the PS5.
I was about to say, man, how much bigger we get there?
Right.
We got a brand new car.
Yeah, I can't keep doing those every couple of months. I won't be streaming anymore. So, but we're going to give away something. We'll figure it out, and probably the last week, sometime around the last week of November, we're going to get that going. So, and we're going to do another charity stream. I'm trying to keep it to like 2-3 charity streams a year, because I'm one of those type of people that I don't like asking people for money. I have a star goal on my stream, and I just put it up there as a goal, and my guys have been coming through with it. But I'm just the type of person that don't like asking people for money. So, but I do like charities, and I do enjoy doing them. My first charity stream that I ever did was February this year, and suicide prevention, which hits really close to home because my father took his life last year, or almost 2 years ago. We raised almost $1,100 for suicide prevention. So we'll see what we're going to do for probably around January. End of January, we'll do another charity stream.
Nice,
awesome. It's crazy. Like, you can go in there. Like, we've done some charity stuff with the podcast, and we'll have something, and we'll raise a couple $1,000 during the month. And to think it's like we're a couple guys who are just sitting here drinking beer, and we raise this much money. And like, when you have those charity streams where you're playing a game, you're like, I just played a video game and I raised this money for charity.
Right.
It's awesome for sure.
Yeah,
right.
Don't ever think it's too small either. Like, if you're out there thinking, and that's one good thing about Facebook, you can integrate the charity right there into the stream, so it pops up at the bottom. They have a whole section, I think, for charity streamers, or someone that's doing charity streams. And for you or anybody else that's out there wanting to do a charity stream on Facebook, you don't really have to think much about it. Just do it. And any amount is a good amount for any cause that you're passionate about.
Yep.
And see, that's another thing with Sheree said customs October. So this coming Monday, we're doing our first customs that we haven't done in a long while. But anyway, like going back to the community. So I did my first charity streaming around February last year, which puts me streaming like 3 months. Now I've seen a lot of these guys that come in my stream are from Nico's stream. I met them through Nico's stream. We became really good friends. But I was 3 months in, man, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this charity stream. I hope I make $50, And of course, I play an intro before every time I stream. I've got a little intro that's about 2 minutes long. Before I can even get my intro done, somebody I've never met before, I know through gaming, but I've never met, dropped $100. I'm like, what in the crap? I don't even know these people. And we wound up making $1,100, man. It's crazy.
That's awesome. I love how the community, the gaming community, definitely shows out for those charity streams and does a lot of things in the big way. And that's one thing I love about the streaming and the gaming community for sure. Yeah, goals $100, busted that wide open.
Yeah.
I like that you have, you know what I mean? You go in there with like a realistic, hey, let's just start with, say, $100 or whatever. And then I think people see it, it's so modest that you hit it immediately. Right. And then you're like, well, I guess I'll move it to 200. And then, they see that being so modest, and it just snowball out of control.
It becomes like an auction.
It does.
Can I get 200?
Right.
Can I get 300? 400?
But yeah, Red Brad's done it. Francis has done it.
You've done several charity streams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we get into these things, that's kind of what I'm like you, right? I have a full-time job. We're kind of set, everything's okay. And why not? Why not try to raise money for a cause? We did the same thing with Strikeout Beer for the beer fund. Last year, and we'll probably do it again this year, and my wife reminds me every single day that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And, there's always something, right? There's always something that you can do. So the fact that you take time out to do that and do something for someone else,
right.
I think it's always commendable. I think it's a great thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darren coming in. Bikers and gamers have proven to be the most generous for raising money.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Amy, that's amazing. Suicide hits close. Home and my family too. Big hugs to you, Chuck. That's definitely a charity we donate to often.
Yep. Thank you, Miss.
That mod that made giveaways was great too. Custom cups.
Yeah, so one of my mods makes custom cups. I can't remember what you call their tumblers and stuff that they make, and you have to spin them and dry them and all this kind of stuff. And she made, and we actually put those up for bid, and people would bid on them, and we got like $100 for one of those cups. So
yeah, Francis said he won one of them. Nice.
Oh yeah, Francis did win one. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep him in the corner. He's not allowed to talk a lot.
Yeah.
I don't mean to keep interrupting you guys. It's just
you're good.
Keep talking.
I can't. I tell my wife all the time. I can't fathom. I'm a 50-year-old dude that plays video games, and these guys come in my stream and just give and give and give and give, and I don't really understand why. All I do is sit there and I've got a funny face on and sit there and play games and have fun. And it just is beyond me. That the people can be like that. It's just awesome.
I think this past year and maybe the leading up, maybe 18 months. Let's call it 18 months.
When the pandemic started is when we started kicking off our.
You saw everybody's true colors, right? I mean, people came out and they wanted to help. People who wanted to help did help. You know what I mean? And it just really, it's remarkable what you can get done and what can everybody get together and do something for someone else, because that's what we do. We harp on charities a lot because that's kind of what we do here. And I'm glad that you've done it as well, because I enjoy your charity streams. I think they're fantastic. Yeah. And it just, like I said, Facebook makes it so easy to do a charity stream. Yeah. You seriously just have to go live from their creator thing and then hit who you want to make, who you're trying to raise money for, and just let it play out, see what happens. But to take your time out of the day to help someone else out is incredible. And then your community, the ones that come and support you do just fantastic work.
Yeah.
No, they're awesome. I mean, every single one of them that come in there every night are just unreal.
Yeah. Chaos. Chuck gives me high fives during the stream. Keeps me coming back.
Is that, you do air high fives on that one, or is that the emote within the game?
I guess it's air high five, maybe. I don't know.
Oh man, Killer, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
So are you just, where can everyone find you? Are you more than Facebook and Twitch? Do you have Instagram, TikTok, any of those things?
I do have Instagram. I have a TikTok that I get on TikTok to look at other funny stuff. I don't really do a whole lot of TikToking. I've Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. And you can find that on my Facebook page. I've got a link tree up with all my links in it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. The pleasure's all on this side of the table right here, brother. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate you.
Anytime, brother.
Killer. Right. Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it.